Okay, recording at the moment, and here we go. Here we go. Special uses of tenses. Advanced. Not the uses you're used to, but special ones. Okay. Everybody knows that if you want to study at home, you can, as Pedro is doing, all the grammar explanations are also in the book. At some point you want to study grammar, you can go to the book and study that. Yeah? Manuel will have some problems because he hasn't bought the book yet, but the PDF version. But the solution is that you take very good notes right now, yeah, or watch the YouTube channel, yeah. So there are many possibilities. You have the book, you have your notes, you have the YouTube channel, or if you have a very good memory, just listen to me now. So many possibilities. Oh my God, it's recording. Sorry. Okay. Have a look at this. Just have a look at the text and help me detect the tenses that are here. So in Pulp Fiction, Vincent Vega takes Mia Wallace on a date, but he says it's not a date. Have you seen the movie? So Pulp Fiction, it's a modern classic, yeah, from Quentin Tarantino's second movie, shot in 1994, yeah. Pulp Fiction, Vincent Vega takes Mia Wallace on a date, but he says it's not a date. What are the tenses that are being used here? Present simple. So, what is the lesson to be learned? We use the present simple. We can use the present simple to describe the events in the narrative of a novel or a story. Yes, we can do that. It creates an effect of immediacy, like bringing the past into the present. You can do that. To describe the story of a movie, the story of a novel, you can use the present simple, and that's correct. Special use of the present simple, not only for habits. Yeah? So far, so good? Maybe a few seconds to digest that. You don't need to copy the full text, but get the idea. Yeah? To describe a story, yeah, a movie, a novel, present simple is fine, totally fine. Sorry. Finished? Everything okay? Yeah. So have a look at this. It's May 1940. Winston Churchill must decide whether to negotiate with Hitler or fight. He is facing lots of difficulties as a prime minister in the House of Commons. Again, what are the tenses that are being used here? Present tenses or past tenses? Am I talking about the present or the past? I'm talking about the past. This is 1940. So we can use present tenses, present simple, present continuous, present infinitive, yeah, present tenses to describe past events. It's possible. It creates a sense of immediacy. It's like bringing the past closer to the present. It is called the historic present. You can do that. As a matter of fact, I think we do that in Spanish too. Sometimes when we tell a story, it's like bringing the past into the present. Yeah? Yeah, for a sense of immediacy. Historic present. So another special use of the present tenses. You can use the present tenses to talk about the past. Historic present, it is called. I have 12 slides. This is the second, no, the third. I think in 15, 20 minutes will be done. Okay. When you tell personal anecdotes, when you tell jokes for a dramatic effect, what can you do? So I'm reading a book at a coffee shop, and this chick comes to me and says, "Hey, what are you reading?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, she's totally flirting." Tenses here, these are present tenses, like present continuous, present simple. These are present tenses. Again, when you tell an anecdote, when you tell a joke, if you want a dramatic effect, present tenses. So I'm like having a coffee, and this person comes to me, and this guy says blah blah blah. Yeah, using the present to talk about the past. Yeah, telling anecdotes and telling jokes. Special, yeah, special use of the present tenses. Ah, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, she started reflecting. This is very informal. And I'm like, and she was like, and I was like, yeah. And you're like, and I'm like, in Spanish, I would translate it as, it's very difficult to translate. O sea, como en plan. Y yo en plan, oh my god. Yeah, something like that. En plan, yeah. I'm like, oh my god. And she's like, oh my god. Yeah, en plan is a very good translation. I mean, the way young people talk today, en plan, yeah. Next. All right, this is complicated. This is complicated. But I need to teach it because it's in the program. It's in the syllabus. It's called the present subjunctive. So it's from very informal, as we said before, to very formal. This is very formal. Okay, this is called the present subjunctive. It's very formal, it's old-fashioned, and these are some fixed expressions. Okay, he advised, he requested, he commanded, he demanded, he proposed, he insisted, he required, he urged, whatever, that Anna be the president. He proposed that Anna represent the company. He proposed that John negotiate in the meetings. What is special? What is special here? Something that you're like, I never seen this grammar before. What part of it is special? Like you're like, is that correct? I've never seen it before. This type of grammar. Which part of the sentence is grammatically weird? This one, yeah. He proposed that she be the president. Yeah. He proposed that Anna represents. He proposed that John negotiate. A more natural way for so far what you have studied in the past, a more natural way would be John negotiates, right? With an S. John negotiates, or Anna represents, or she is. That would be the normal grammar. Okay? She is. Yeah? Anna represents with the S. Anna negotiates with the third person. Yeah? This is the normal grammar. However, this is special. This is special. This is called the present subjunctive. It's a fixed expression. Okay? Another normal way to say it, classic way to say it would be with should. Yeah? He proposed that he should be. He proposed that Anna should represent. He proposed that John should negotiate with the meetings. That this would be normal grammar. Yeah? Common grammar. However, this is a special use. Exactly. Subjuntivo. Fuera. O sea. Yeah? Sea, representara o representase, negociara o negociase. Subjunctive. Present subjunctive. Exactly. So in English, they don't have these special forms for the subjunctive, but they use, in this case, an infinitive without to. Yeah? For this idea of subjunctive. This is quite very formal and old-fashioned. So if you don't use it in your daily life, it's fine. But you at this level should be able to recognize it. Okay? The same here. It's best, it's crucial, it's desirable, it's imperative, it's essential that Anna, again, Negotiate, infinitive without to. Ana represents, infinitive without to. Representara, representase. Subjunctive. So far, so good. Hey, we're doing very well. 6th slide. Okay, it's high time. It's high time, or it's about time. Okay, what is the difference between these two sentences? It's time to talk to her. It's time you talked. Okay, I accept that. You're involved in the first one. In the second one, you're not. You're telling somebody to do something. I agree with you, Manuel. Nonetheless, there's something else. About time. In terms of time, what is the difference between the clock? Yeah, it's ticking. It's time to talk to her. It's time you talk to her. Nuria.
It means the first one that it's already the time that you have to do it. I don't know how to explain it.
Is the right time now? Yeah?
Yes.
Like now is the right time. Hey guys, it's time to talk to her. Come on. Now is the good time. And in the second one, Nuria?
It's like in Spanish, like ya era hora.
Ya era hora. That is the best translation. Ya era hora. Ya iba siendo hora. And have a... If you want to for an intensifier, optionally, okay, optionally, you can say it's high time or it's about time. This is for more emphasis, yeah? It's time, and then the real difference in terms of grammar is here. This is just talk, to talk, an infinitive, and have a look at this. Talked. This is what you should learn. Past simple. Past simple to talk about. It's time you talk to her. Ya era hora. Ya va siendo hora. It's time you talk to her. So here, what I'm meaning is you should have already talked to her. Yeah? You should have already talked to her. You should have already done it. You should have already talked to her. Ya era hora, ya iba siendo hora. It's high time. It's about time. It's time you talk to her. And what is special here? What is the special thing here? The special thing is that I'm using the past to talk about something that I want to happen in the near future. Come on, man. It's high time you talk to her. Come on, do it. Yeah, you should have already done it. Do it. So I'm using the past. I'm using the past simple with a future meaning because I want you to talk to her as soon as possible. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is special use of the past. The past to talk about a desired future. A desired future. Yes? That is special. So far, so good? Yeah? Remember, yeah? It's time you talked. Have a look at this. Okay. Complete it with me. This one with talk. She'd rather you to her. Ella quisiera que hablaras con ella. In Spanish. Ella quisiera que hablaras con ella. With this verb. She'd rather you talked to her. Okay. Second one. I'd rather you what to do. Oye, preferiría que no me dijeras lo que tengo que hacer, ¿eh? In English. Oye, preferiría que no me dijeras lo que tengo que hacer, ¿eh? Notice that in Spanish I'm using the subjunctive. I'd rather you don't or didn't. Didn't tell me what to do. Didn't tell me. So what is special here? What tense is this? Past simple. What tense is this? Past simple. So the structure is would rather, then a noun or a pronoun, and then past simple. This is a polite request or a desire with a future meaning. And notice that in Spanish, the translation is again the subjunctive. Yeah? She'd rather you talk to her. Ella querría que la hablaras. Hablara. Yeah? Subjunctive. I'd rather you didn't tell me. Prefería que no me dijeras. Dijeras. Subjunctive. In Spanish, it's a subjunctive. And here in English, they express the subjunctive with past simple. So, again, using the past to make a polite request and using the past to talk about a desire with a future meaning because it hasn't happened yet, but I want it to happen in the near future. It's my desire. Category is similar. Yeah, I wish to make wishes. I wish I was, or I wish I could. Yeah, I wish I could. Yeah, it's a future desire, and you're using the past. Yeah, I wish I could fly. Yeah, using the past to talk about a desire with a future meaning. Yes. So far, so good. Okay, 7 out of 12, 8 out of 12. Have a look at this. The expression as if, as though, subject. He tells me what to do. Look at John. He tells me what to do as if his employee or something. Como si yo fuera su empleado o algo, ¿sabes? How would you say that? As if I were. You could also say as if I was. This is more informal, okay? As if I were, or as if I were his employee or something. As if I were. As if, subject, past simple. Very good. He tells me what to do. As if, okay, with rule. Sorry. With rule. Rule. As como si, how would you translate rule in Spanish? Mandar? 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 Rule. To rule. I rule. I'm the boss. I'm rule. I rule. Mando, yeah? So he tells me what to do, as though he the place or something, como si, yeah. As he ruled, yeah. As though he ruled the place or something, or as if he ruled the place or something, as though he ruled the place or something. Okay, again, what do we have here? As though, then the subject, and then past simple. Remember, as if I were, as though he ruled, as though I were. In Spanish, how would you translate it? Como si, yeah? Como si fuera, yeah? Como si mandara, como si, yeah? In Spanish. All right. Remember, again, we're using the past simple here in a special way to talk about how a situation feels or to make comparisons, yeah? As though he ruled the place or something, yeah? As if I were his employee or something. I'm not, yeah? So far, so good. Okay, have a look at this. I'm wondering if you can help me. Certainly. What do you need? This is a dialogue, and this is correct. Yeah? This is a dialogue between A and B. A is the customer, and B is the employee. Can you make it even more polite? Very good. Excuse me. I was wondering if you could. Oh, yeah. Instead of can, I was wondering if you could help me. Oh, certainly. What do you need? What do you need? Change the tense only. What do you need? Make it past. What did you need? What did you need? Okay, another thing, the most common thing is what would you like? Yeah, what would you like? How can I help you? What would you like? But if you change what did you need, what are you doing? If you use past tenses, past, past simple or past continuous, you become less direct. You become more polite. So it's not the same saying, what do you need? They're saying, what did you need? Yeah. In Spanish, we do something similar. If you translate in your head, it also works. Yeah. I was wondering, yeah, I'm wondering again, using the past, you become less direct and more polite. Again, special use of the past. Yeah. Using the past, not to talk about the past, but to be more polite. So far, so good. Okay, just three more slides and we'll be done. Reported speech. This is something that you have studied in the past, yeah? Reported speech for a lot of years. However, there's something special about it, you know? All the tenses have something special. This is direct speech. Somebody said, I don't speak English. I haven't done anything. Imagine you are at the police station, yeah? And then somebody comes, I don't speak English. I haven't done anything. You are the translator. And then you have to use the reported speech. Okay, he says that he doesn't speak English, that he he hasn't done anything. Okay, or another way. This is the classic way. This is special, and this is classic. He said that he didn't speak English, and that he hadn't done anything. This is the classic reported speech. In the classic reported speech, you change the tense more into the past. So don't you change it for didn't. Yeah, I haven't. You change it for hadn't. This is the classic reported speech. And this one is special. You don't change it. Present, present. Present perfect, present perfect. You don't change the tenses. You use the same tenses because it's special. But what is the difference? What is the difference in meaning? Is there any in the situation? The explanation is here. Shortly after or not, whether you are reporting shortly after or not. So if you are with the police in the same situation and the person is saying, I don't speak English, I haven't done anything. Okay, what is he saying? Oh, he says that he doesn't speak English, that he hasn't done anything. You are reporting at the moment, you know? However, if you're reporting like the day after, yeah, what did he say? Oh, yesterday he said that he didn't speak English and he said that he hadn't done anything. So it depends. If you are reporting shortly after, you can keep using the present tenses. If you are reporting later in time, classic. So this is special. This one is special. You're not changing it because you are reporting very shortly after. 10 out of 12, almost done. Much better at the beginning, yeah? Anyway, they'll be gone in a moment. Next, have a look at this. Lisa told me that they are hiring at the moment in that company. Lisa was telling me that they're hiring at the moment. Okay, which one is the classic reported speech? The first or the second? This is the classic, yeah? Classic reported speech. Lisa told me that, blah, blah, blah. And this one is special. Lisa was telling me that, blah, blah, blah. Classic, normally we use the past simple. Lisa told me that, blah, blah, blah. However, if you use the past continuous in reported speech, instead of told me, was telling me. What is the effect? The effect is that you are less direct, less factual, and it's like something came up in the middle of the conversation. This is like more informal, like, yeah, I was there, and then I went for an interview, and I was talking to many people, and then finally, and by the way, Lisa was telling me that they're hiring at the company. And yeah, and changing the topic, the other day I had a blah, 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 blah. So you're talking about many things, yeah? And suddenly in the middle of the conversation, you talk about that. However, if you use the classic one, you're focused on this topic. Oh, yes. What did Lisa tell you? What Lisa told me that blah, blah, blah. Well, both are okay. If you want to be super classic, that they were, yeah? But they're still hiring at the moment. So this at the moment can be extended. At the moment, yesterday, today, and the day after is a window of time. Yeah. But yeah, they were would be keeping the past. Yeah, totally keeping the past. Yeah, exactly. At that moment. But if you report it like this, it's gone. You cannot apply anymore. You know, they were hiring at that moment, but not at this moment. However, if you say they're hiring at the moment, you can still apply. So yeah, just for you to know, this is the classic reported. Lisa told me that, and this is the special one. Lisa was telling me that. With the past continuous, it's like something came up in the middle of the conversation. Less factual, less direct. Not a big deal, but you should be aware that both are correct. And this one is like in the middle of the conversation. And 12 out of 12 fixed expressions. What is weird here? What is special? I hear that you are making some progress. Hey, I see that you're making some progress. I gather that you're making some progress. I understand that you're making some progress. Okay, these are fixed expressions. Sometimes you would use the past here. You would say, hey, I heard, yeah, somebody told me, yeah, somebody told me that. I heard that. This would be the classic one, yeah. Classic. I heard that you're making some progress, or I heard that you were making some progress. That would be over, yeah. However, these are some fixed expressions, and they're special, and they're correct. You can just use the present. These are just fixed expressions. They're always like that, yeah? Fixed. You cannot change them. So I hear that, blah, blah, blah. I see that, blah, blah, blah. I gather that. I understand that, blah, blah, blah. Present, 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 present. Not the most common thing. That's why these uses are rather special and fixed. Just memorize them. Just memorize these four, yeah? Memorize these four and you'll be fine. This is the end of the grammatical explanation. Any questions? Maria.
Slide number 11, factor what comes from facts.
Yeah, less factual is like less direct, less factual. It's not a total fact. It's something that came up in the middle of the conversation. Is not totally reliable, you know, information. She was telling me that blah blah blah. It's not a total fact. However, if you say Lisa told me that, it's a fact. She told me that specifically, blah blah blah. Here's like less tight, if you know what I mean. Yeah, more looser. It's not the opposed of the one who wins. Yeah, but less tight. You know, like open information. Maybe it's not totally true. Maybe I don't know. She was saying a lot of things, and one of the things that she said was that one. All right, less factual. You cannot rely. What information is more reliable, A or B? A is more reliable. More reliable, more factual. Less reliable, less factual. All right, more questions? After the theory comes the practice. A little bit of practice, guys. Please go to page, everybody, 196. Oh yeah, let me stop the video.